Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new series. I am going to be playing Tomb Raider. I'm super excited. Um, this is a game that I did play on Xbox when it first came out. I decided just to do the easy combat difficulty, just I want to play the game and enjoy the story. I didn't have to want to worry about dying a bazillion times. So I'm going to be honest with you. I recorded a video of me like reacting to the video as I was playing it, and I thought it was all going well. I thought it was recording perfectly, swimmingly, and it didn't. It didn't save it. I was a little frustrated. So, but that's okay. We'll try again next week. I'm gonna try and do Tomb Raider Thursdays. I think it's gonna be pretty sweet. Um, I love the Tomb Raider like stories in general and the adventure, and it's so suspenseful.
Something that keeps us going.
I love it. Like, and I am legitimately happy with how the quality of this game recorded. Like, I am excited. There is a couple of parts where the audio itself a little, but overall the game recorded really well. I was happy about that. I was very, very nervous recording this game that it was going to be chaos when I got to this stage of putting the video together. And all I lost was the video of me. So, and that's one reason why I record the way I do. So I record the video, like the gameplay, with one program, and I record me and my reaction on the webcam in a different program. So that way it's two separate, which I mean, it uses up more of the computer, probably, although the program that I have that would combine them together hates its life when I try to use it. Um, so if you've never seen Tomb Raider, or if you don't know anything about this game, we're lost. We're lost. We don't know where we are. We wake up. We're being dragged. And there's candles and skulls and all the scary things, and it's a fantastic fantastic game. And this is literally just a half hour of like intro, which is why I didn't really want to re-record it, just to record my reaction to it. Anxiety and stress. That's pretty much the theme of this game, and I love it. And it's so I'm always so engaged with it. Like, even now, just watching it, I'm just like, oh, this was terrible. It was terrible, but I loved it, which is one reason why I wanted to do easy. But it does a little bit of jump scare, a little bit of like close call scares, and a lot of like, oh shit moments. And audio and visual cues are both pretty strong. Some of it's fairly obvious what you have to do, some of it is a little bit more intuitive. And it's Like, you're literally just essentially just trying to light yourself on fire. Like, we're literally just swinging back and forth with the arrow keys. Or the arrow keys, just trying to light ourselves on fire. Potentially fall to our death. We don't know. Oh, I hate this part. It's about the same reaction I had. So, especially the introduction, a lot of it comes down to, can you just hit the right keys at the right time? There's a little bit of puzzle solving to start, not much. It's pretty straightforward for this part, which, not bad. It is also very disorienting, and it really captivated me while I was in it. I do prefer the third person viewpoints. But I
What is this place? What happened to you?
so yeah, we were caught in a storm. Our ship
That was loud.
went down, and we got separated from everybody else, and this is where we woke up. So we are trying to escape. Gives you a little bit of a tutorial. I was trying not to go back through the cans. I was trying to figure out if there was a way to do it without really making a noise. I was kind of seeing if I could sidestep, but it's kind of a you gotta do it kind of thing. So I tried to do it quietly.
A torch.
So it's kind of just like, all right, we gotta do it. But yeah, especially this first part, it is very like, push this button, push this button, push this button, push this button, which it's fine. I really, you're
No, he must have heard me.
definitely more focused on what's happening in the environment around you than anything else. But until it gives you the little tutorial, you can't really do the next thing. And this is very. They could have made this a lot harder, but they were nice. I say they were nice because it is a very straightforward way to get out. Like, they don't give you, do you need to go left? Do you need to go right? Do you need to backtrack? Do you need to do this or that? It's, you gotta go this way. How do you make this way work for you? So it was nice in that respect. So I did actually like not. I did not mash the buttons. At one point, there have been a couple of points where I was just like, oh crap, I gotta mash buttons. Because sometimes it can just kind of sneak up on you when you have to do it. But by this point in it, too, you are driving the character forward. At the very beginning, she'd move a little bit, like in the direction you're supposed to go, like, oh, hey, we're moving now. So they do try to set you up for success. And again, this was the easy mode. I realize that there's a reason I picked the easy mode. I wanted a sort of challenging game without it really being challenging. You know, I just Video games are supposed to be fun, and I didn't feel like I wanted to be challenged. Is all. Sometimes Guild Wars 2 can be challenging, and that's that. And the sound got really bad here because there's a lot going on in the environment. I don't know if it's because I record with headphones on, if this is why the sound does that. I have not been able to figure it out. Because it doesn't really feel like the video settings affect the sound. And it does it in almost every game. I haven't found a game where it hasn't blipped at least a little yet.
What kind of contraption is this?
I will admit this puzzle took me a little bit to remember how to do, how to figure out. I had all the pieces, but I had to put them together. And that's the hardest part, isn't it? Because like I said, this game doesn't give you, at this point in the game, it doesn't give you options. It's like, you gotta go this way, you just gotta figure out how to get that way. So it was just, sorry, I'm watching the playback of it. But yeah, I really do enjoy this game, and I wish it had been, you know, recording nicely and not being a jerk face about recording while I was playing. I don't know, do you guys prefer, obviously, if like I record while I'm playing and you get the genuine like reactions, or like I assume like the time lapse kind of stuff with me talking over it? I can talk a lot sometimes. So here's where I'm thinking. Thinking. Like that shoves it. So what goes in there that I need to shove, right? I've got the fire there to relight my torch if it goes out. What else can I do up here? What else is there to do? And I'm like, oh, so maybe I go over here because I saw the fabric. I'm like, maybe I have to burn something up a little higher. Because I saw that flag, that sail, and I was like, oh, well, clearly. So then I was like, okay, I can light the boxes on fire, but it has to go through the waterfall. So it doesn't matter what I light on fire because I'm not gonna make it to there. So I have to get the cage. I have to essentially get the fire boxes into the cage that I have to shove down, right? How do we do that? Sometimes things are obvious. Hindsight is amazing. And as soon as I solved the puzzle, I was like, duh, obviously. So I checked to make sure there's nothing this direction. Couldn't really tell. And that cage is just hanging out. I'm like, are we sure it's not the flag? 100% can't go that way. 100% does not give me any way to navigate that direction. It's like, okay, this is this. I lit the things on fire. Like, it doesn't do anything. Like, it lifts up the thing so it lets them out, but it obviously puts them out. So I tried that a couple times just to see, like, yep. That is for sure what is happening. You know, just gotta make sure I got all the puzzle pieces. So I was finally like, what happens if? I'ma jump it. I I didn't know if you could jump it or not, to be totally honest with you. So now I shove the flamey boxes through. So I eventually got all the puzzle pieces. It took me a few minutes. And then I caused more explosions.
Gotta get out of here.
And then the music started. You had to get going. This was a very stressful part, too. But see, like, this is what I mean. Like, it doesn't let you go the wrong direction. And the worst, like, I remember this part on the Xbox, and this part was terrible for me on the Xbox. But on the PC, it was totally fine. Like, I didn't really have an issue with jumping or sliding down the part that fell or anything. Like, I did. I mean, I didn't time my kick correctly. That made me go, oh, frick. So I did have to redo that part. But it didn't send me too far back. Like, it literally just sent me to here. So then I was like, oh, okay, gotta. So then he gets smushed instead. And that's the hard part. Like, he's saying help you, but there's nothing to do at this point. So this part on the Xbox took me forever. I think I had to do this like 4 or 5 times on the Xbox. I'm like, I don't even remember what the actual. It was dodging the rocks. I could not dodge the rocks on the Xbox. I don't know why, and I don't really know why it was so easy to do it on the PC. Like, it's just the arrows versus, I think it was just the. I don't know if it was this one or the D-pad. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was impossible. I'm a PC gamer, not a console gamer, is the moral of the story. We made it out, but we're not safe yet. Dude, I remember when this game first came out being absolutely astounded by the graphics and the quality of the video and the scenery. Astounded. So now we're on the move again. So our goal at this point, like, we haven't hit a save point yet. So I was kind of just going until I could hit a save point. Just double checking, making sure there isn't a second way to go. I think I commented at some point too, like, good lord, Laura. You are. Laura.
The lifeboat. Where are they? They must have gone inland.
But it's a very jungly vibe. And
Okay. Take it slow.
it was all stressful. It was all stressful. This game was designed to stress you out a little and to give you some anxiety. And you know what? That's okay. It's chosen anxiety. It's chosen stress. I sincerely thought I was gonna fall to my death though on this one. Not sure how I didn't. This was like heights are weird. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm afraid of them. I don't like them. I don't like them. And if I don't have to, then I won't. But that gave me some flutters. But I like when a game can immerse you and captivate my attention like that. I need things that can captivate my attention like that. It's nice when something can keep my attention for more than half hour. I It is interesting though that the first instinct was like, "Yep, I gotta climb across this plane. That is naturally what I have to do is climb across this plane. Not look to see if there's a way up the waterfall and around. Nope, I have to climb across this plane." Like, excuse you? I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. I didn't want to fall. I didn't want to die again. Not that it wouldn't put me right back here, but like, I don't want to die. That's not a fun thing to do. That's not why I play the game. I don't play the game to die. I definitely was not gonna do it on any sort of hardcore mode. I know my strengths. Hardcore mode's not one of them. Maybe Minecraft. I could probably do a Minecraft hardcore, but most other games, I don't have the confidence even really. So I made it! Yay! Still nowhere closer. I'm curious to see if the video recorded what happened on my screen. Or coming up, not quite yet. We get to a strange part where like it visually didn't load correctly. So I'm curious to see if the video recorded that or if like, which I don't know why it wouldn't.
Sam's pack.
I think we go into another cutscene.
Sam! They must have come this way.
Maybe not quite yet. There is definitely one more cutscene though before we finish. I don't think it's until we get to the campfire,
Can
though.
anyone hear me? I've got to find them.
Just leaps of faith everywhere. That's a weird viewpoint. Okay, so it shows up a little. So I thought this was like a wall. Like, just with how it connects to the ground and how, like, like I could tell that it was rain and it was water, but I thought it was like signaling, like, this is the end of the world. And I stepped in it a little bit and I was like, what? And I was like, maybe. And you can see I'm trying to cut the camera. So I was like, oh, okay. It's just like, I don't know if it's supposed to do that or if it was just a visual glitch, but it was there. And I was very, very confused for a hot minute. But this is the campfire. So this is where we can save it and we can stop our adventures. It's going. So this also, I thought was a visual glitch because like I thought the campfire was lit, like it's lit, but we had to light it. Moral of the story is we had to light it. So,
Is anyone listening? Please
it
respond.
is just another cutscene coming up. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope next time it works the way I want it to work. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you.
Here's the soon-to-be world-famous archaeologist, Lara Croft, in her native habitat. She's on the hunt for the lost kingdom of Yamatai, home to the fabulous Himiko, mythical Sun Queen, and ancestor of yours truly.
Sam, this is serious.
Oh, sweetie, I know. I'm just trying to lighten the mood here. Everyone's so on edge. What are you so worried about?
I'm close to something. I'm sure of it. I just don't know if the others will listen. Or even if they should.
Lara, you know this stuff better than anyone. Seriously, I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I trust you, Roth trusts you. You got this. Now let's take a break, okay?
Okay. And Sam, thanks.
She's not always this serious, you know?
How can you suggest I'm not serious about this expedition, Laura? It's not just Sam's family funding us. I put my savings on the line, too.
We've all got some kind of stake in this. The funding won't last forever, Whitman.
That's precisely why we should push east, not west.
No one believes Yamatai is that far east. The books simply don't support it.
Well, whoever wrote those books never found Yamatai.
I've talked to Roth about this. There's no point in following in other people's footsteps, Dr. Whitman.
I refuse to bet my reputation on your hunch. I'm the lead archaeologist here.
And when were you last in the field without a TV crew behind you?
Got 30 years experience, 2 PhDs, 1 in East Asian history. So why don't you just stick to boats, Mr. Grimm?
Ship, Dr. Whitman. It's a ship. You don't need a PhD to know
Look,
that.
going east will take us directly into the Dragon's Triangle. That's where we need to go.
Lara, my little bird. I'd follow you almost anywhere, but that place has a bad energy.
Bad storms, more like, makes the Bermuda Triangle look like Disney World. Sign me up.
The stories about Queen Himiko say she could summon storms. Myths are usually based on some version of the truth. What if Yamatai was somewhere in the triangle itself?
Look, this is the satellite imagery from inside the Dragon's Triangle.
That doesn't look good.
If it's wet, I can sail on it.
Oh, don't tell me you're seriously
Enough. Reyes is right. We don't have the funds to piss about. It's now or never. Lara's offering fresh ideas and a plan. I'm the captain here. It's my decision. We're going into the Dragon's Triangle.
Why am I even here?